All right, are we streaming? I think this is an unscheduled stream. This is a do not adjust your set. Hello, everyone. I don't know why I thought this would be fun, but I think it might be fun. I'm just checking my channel to make sure it's actually working. Oh, it's not working yet. All right, I'm going to make it work. Well, I'm not 100% sure if it's working or not. Got it. Okay. All right, so there we go. I'm cutting off the mic over there, or at least the sound. So here is my idea. I wanted to do some world building, and you can see I have in front of me here, I have Bing Up Copilot, your everyday AI companion. Yes, we're going to play with some AI. And I would like to, I've been inspired lately by science fiction stuff, really specifically. I don't know if this will, let's see if this works. Will it change if I go over here and click on that? I guess it won't. Oh, it does. It does change when I do that. Okay, so I really don't like the Edge browser here, but let's put this in here. Glyos figures. You guys familiar with Glyos figures? Glyos figures are these really cool sort of interchangeable figures that are designed. It came from this guy Matt Dowdy, and he designed the original set. But what's cool about them, and what's interesting to me, is if you go up here into let's click on his blog. He has some comics, O'Neill Design original comics, and I don't understand any of the comics. Like they're very strange. A couple of different artists. Ralph Neese is in them. Ralph Neese is great. I really like his retro style. And there's other creators in here as well. And what I think is interesting to me, oh, look, Cedric. So that's his wife. That's who came up with a lot of the characters for Glyos. Well, anyways, if you can, I don't know if you can read what I have up here. I want to create an edgy modern comic anthology that features science fiction adventures of characters similar to the Glyos characters and designs. I'm trying to think of some cool names. It'd be something like a made up word like synchronic hypnos or something. You help me brainstorm a name. I need 10 choices. Brainstorming is really a good use of the AI. I think it'd help you come up with name generation brainstormers. Hey, Tuco, what's up? Glad to see you. This is an impromptu stream. I'm just trying to come up with some new names or some new ideas. And these are, I don't know, you can see what these names it's coming up with. Nice to see you, Tuco, though. This is using different streaming software, so it's not as responsive. I'll just write, hey there, Tuco, I see you. So the ideas I had, okay, it's for an edgy modern comic. This is the ones it's suggesting, and it's really just mashing together words. So you're not going to get something really great out of this, but what it gets you is the words that it's mashing together. It likes Chronomorph Nexus or Astrosynth Saga. I kind of like that one. Quantum Glyph Chronicles, Galactic Core Odyssey, Eclipse Phase Array, Void Circuit Legacy. That's kind of cool. How about okay, how about this? How about the comic will be called Void Circuit. I like that. And it focuses on the adventures. How about this? Disconnected adventures of a group of science fiction, aliens, and heroes exploring and uncovering mysteries. There we go. Sounds like that. I spelled like incorrectly. Tuco says, I work weekend shifts now, so I have Monday through Thursday off. Awesome. Well, I'm glad you're here for this stream. So what this is all about is I'm just trying to come up with some ideas for a new comic. And this is a fun way to do it. You can play along if you want to. You have to use the Edge browser to get the most out of the what's it called, Copilot. But everybody's got access to Copilot. It's free. So as long as you have a Edge browser, you click on this little Q thing right here. It looks like a Q. All right, so here's the suggestion. In the sprawling expanse of the cosmos, where the fabric of reality bends and twists, lies the void circuit. I don't know if I'll use that. A series of uncharted realms and parallel dimensions, a place where time and space converge in unexpected ways. Follow the voyages of a motley crew of intergalactic wanderers. From the enigmatic it's already suggesting characters, astromancers and star marine, as they journey through this cosmic labyrinth. Each story is a standalone odyssey, a fragment of the greater puzzle as they seek out ancient artifacts, encounter bizarre entities, and unravel the mysteries of the void circuit. It's very cool. I like the ideas that it's suggesting, although we're going to not use those exactly. We like to come up with our own stuff. The themes I want to explore are time, space, memory. What's another cool theme? Tuco, you have any suggestions of themes? It's suggesting existence. I don't know if you can read it. It's very faint in there that it wrote existence. I don't know if it's existence. Freedom and ancient secrets. How about that? Yeah, it's is this a prompt-based idea? Yeah, kind of. I mean, you could come up with different prompts too. I'm just sort of jamming with it right now, just kind of playing along with trying to come up with some cool stuff. So I think that a lot of people see the AI as a big scary thing, or think it's gonna it comes up with the ideas on its own. It really doesn't. You have to feed it the ideas for it to come up with something. So here I suggested these themes: time, space, memory, freedom, and ancient secrets. And it's giving me suggestions about how to approach those. Characters might navigate timelines or face paradoxes. That's a cool idea. Space, the vastness of the universe, can be a backdrop for the isolation or unity among species, with adventures set in the deep void or on the edge of reality. I would go that further, and I would even say do your own version of Doctor Who instead of Dr. Twerk. Yeah. I'm gonna keep it positive, and I want to make this comic that is basically about action figures, but not have them acknowledged as action figures. One of the things I want to explore in the space one, and I should just tell it. If you have an idea, just tell it. So one of the themes I want to explore for space is how some civilizations change as they scatter apart and turn into their own unique entities. Okay, let's go over the memory one now. Memories. Well, your characters actually look like normal, like 80s action figures. So what I'd like them to look like is Glyos action figures. Are you familiar with Glyos, Tuco? Let me show you some Glyos. You might dig Glyos. All right, so where is it saying here? Oh, okay. Listen, I gave it this one idea about how civilizations change as they scatter apart. It gave me like 5 things to think about: ancient ties, identity, adaptation, and cultural divergence. So let me show you something about Glyos. Glyos is a toy, but it's also they made these little mini comics that they put on their website. And let me show you. Hang on. I'll probably best to go to the blog. This guy Matt Dowdy, he designs these toys, and they're really cool. They're really inspiring. Like this is a fade in. These are some of the new monsters. I just think they're cool. They're kind of Cthulhu and space looking space soldiers. GLYOS ONL design. There's a Glyos wiki. Tons of stuff to check out. Absolutely, that's what I was thinking too, Co. That wouldn't it be cool to do some of this stuff? Like if you look at it, they only use a couple of colors. They're iconic. They're so strong designs, you know. And but I want to use I'm going to make my own guys. I'm not going to totally do these guys. I want to create my own world, and I'm trying to come up with themes that I want to explore. And I had an idea that the comic would be called Void Circuit. The other idea I had, an alternate title for this comic would be, and I just like this title. I don't know if it really fits. Mystery Meat. Comic style or digital zine style? I don't know. Maybe both. All right, so this is funny. You give it a title and it starts to come up with like ad copy for you. Potential tagline for Mystery Meat, where the unknown is the main ingredient in a cosmic buffet of tales. I don't like this. Very cheesy, but I just like the idea. Okay, so anyways, I like Void Circuit. I think it's cool. Okay, so let's talk about the different, like, so if we do it or Mystery Bot, that's a great name. Tuco, maybe you should be a comic creator. I think that would be cool. You should start thinking about that. You can have the good guy bot and the woke bots. I am trying to avoid that world. Whoa. Go back. Why you do this? All right, so this is the button you press to get back to the chat here. Okay. Okay. So the comic begins with one of the characters landing on some ruins to explore the civilization of an extinct alien society. I was thinking of calling the ancient ones the Ecliptar progenitors. Boy, the crazy thing about Copilot, like it's trying to come up with scenes for me. So you're planning on doing digital zine style and vintage manga style. Very cool. So it has a bunch of stuff it just said over here, which I'm not going to worry about it too much. The Ecliptar progenitors were a decadent race. We want to say species instead of race. A decadent species that worked in gravity manipulation and deep gene resequencing. They create a subspecies of servants called the something servitors. I want to call them something else. Maybe they're called The something servitors. Can you help me brainstorm a name for the servitors? I need 10 choices. And this will give you some ideas. Gravitas minions. Helix-bound vassals. Oh, I like this one. Astrogenic acolytes. Cosmographed. I was just thinking, like, the second word should be servitor. How about Voidborn? Okay, how about Voidborn servitors? They are like half. They are synthezoids. This is what they used to call the vision, the synthezoids. Artificial life forms. They're synthezoids, artificial life forms. However, some are cyborgs that were created to battle in an arena. And of those cyborgs, a few escaped. Also, some of the original Voidborn mutated and became a species of their own. I think this is a fun way to sort of do your world building and kind of plan things out and come up with ideas. You can even, well, let's think. Okay, in the shadow of the, it's got all kinds. I love how it's putting together. This is like stuff that was like be written on the back of an action figure box or something. In my mind, it's like I'm creating an action figure line of the all the different figures you would need, like for wave one is you would have your explorers. Then you might have a mutant, voidborn mutant, and then you would have gladiator, cyborg gladiator, and then you might have an ancient progenitor ancient one. Seek their place. If you need more assistance, yeah, I want to come up with some more. Okay. If we were to boil this down into 4 or 5 characters, we would have our explorer, and then he lands and discovers the ruins and an ancient progenitor. What are they called again? Ecliptars. Then he discovers evidence of the gladiators. No, first of the Voidborn. And then and then finds a Voidborn gladiator. He discovers evidence of the mutants, the Voidborn mutants, and let's see. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 of the. Okay, there we go. Of the Voidborn mutants. Okay. Perhaps perhaps the ancient one is entombed, so he can see it as it once was, and the gladiator is on a tape of some kind, a tape or hologram of some sort. At the end of the story, the mutants attack. The mutants who have descended from the servants attack. Are you familiar with Cribby Roseanne? I am not. I can open up another browser and just check real quick. Cribby or Kirby Roseanne? Kirby Roseanne. Oh, Anamorphia. Is that the Kirby Roseanne? Okay, got it. Is this giving you ideas of the I like the art style here. I think it would fit, like that would be a really cool fit for it. It wants to give me like a whole like outline of the story. That's not what I want. I came up with the story. No, it's actually apparently it's Kirby with an E, Kerby. So you were actually pretty close. This person, right? From the Philippines. All right, so I like all of this so far. Let's talk about our hero character, the cosmonaut. How should we describe him? He could be from an alien exploring. It's not even typing. Okay, what about our main character, the cosmonaut? I don't think he should be human. I would rather he be some kind of alien himself, concerned with exploration, discovery, and mystery. What are some cool names for his species? I need 8 choices. I think, yeah, half robot, half alien. That's what I'm calling the synthezoids. Like they could have some kind of, like part of them is artificial. So I like what they're doing here. Cosmo curators. I mean, he's going with some pretty common words here, but I like the word cosmonaut, which is what I want to keep. Name. I like the name Astral Cosmonaut. How about maybe it's not Astral Cosmonaut. Our hero should have a cool name. I'm gonna go. Now I want to show you another trick over here. We're going to a website called FantasyNameGenerators.com. This is not an AI or anything. It's just basically, it has a database of names, and it will like smash together 2 names to come up with something. So let's look over here in pop culture. And Often I will find something in Dungeons and Dragons, but let's look at Dark Crystal. How about the Skeksis? They always have the word Skek in there. I don't like any of those names. Let's try another one. Pop culture again. Let's switch to StarCraft or Star Wars. Oh, I wonder. I've got Warhammer 40K as there as well. Warhammer 40K might be really cool too. So if I chose like a Tau, those are too confusing. I don't like those names. Let's see. How about a Chaos name? I think it is too chaotic. Let's try another one. Pop culture. Warhammer 40K Eldar. I like these names. Aradin. No. I don't know if cosmonaut necessarily means I have to go with the Soviet thing. I'm just thinking space traveler or space, astronaut, cosmonaut. Although it's kind of funny if you boil that down to the Latin cosm, it just means a world traveler. Astronaut is a space traveler or sky traveler. I don't know. Star traveler. That would be a stellar knot.
Astro is star.
Is Astro star? How about this one? Onerin or Menace. I like Aradin. Let's use this Aradin. I like that one. So let's go back here. Our hero should let's call her Aradin. She is a solo explorer. She has a ship shaped like a strange bird. She might have some kind of animal companion or small robot or droid. Oh, he's suggesting, this is pretty cool. He's suggesting ideas for the companion. Zephyr, a sleek, feathered creature with the ability to navigate through cosmic storms. Actually, I have another character called Zephyr, I think, in Book of Ruin, so I'm not going to use that one. Oh, he's basically just using space words. Zephyr, Nebula, Orbit, and Pulsar. Yes, this is for a new series. This is totally new. We're just trying to come up with something. Orbit, Pulsar, a spherical droid with a small agile robot. Nebula. I like this idea of a bioluminescent being that glows with the colors of the galaxy, but not calling it Nebula. I like the idea. I like the idea of a glowing cloud creature, but let's give it a different name. Can you suggest 8 optional pet names for this creature? Lumina. Oh, I like, okay, Aurorix, Glimmer. I love the name. Glimmer is a good name. Okay. Let's go with this one. Okay, let's call the pet Glimmer. What her name is Aradin, right? So we got her name up here. Aradin, the astral cosmonaut. Okay, hang on. So we have Aridin, the astral cosmonaut, and Glimmer, and the ship actually has an intelligent brain and a personality as well that she talks to. What could the ship be named? Can I have 6 possible names and personalities for the ship? Now the trick is, no matter what it suggests, you're really meant to be inspired by these. You don't have to take exactly what they give you. I like some of these. So it's suggesting the name Nebulon, but the Nebulon whisper personality, mysterious and soft-spoken, communicating in cryptic messages, leaving Aridin to interpret the deeper meanings. That's a cool. This is an astronomad is adept at problem solving and finds unconventional solutions to complex challenges. The whole ship's name is Nebulon Whisper. Oh, that's a cool name. Okay. Let's go with, I like that one. Let's go with Nebulon Whisper, but for short, we just use Whisper. Okay, so now it's suggesting, aboard the sentient vessel simply known as Whisper, Aridin traverses the star-studded tapestry of the universe with its sleek bird-like contours cutting through the cosmic currents. Whisper's more than a ship. It's a confidant, a guardian, a companion. Its advanced intelligence is a soft murmur in the back of Aridin's mind, a presence as comforting as it is enigmatic. Together with their luminescent companion Glimmer, Aridin and Whisper form a trio bound by curiosity in the pursuit of the unknown. Each discovery is a shared triumph. I don't know if I want to go that crazy, but in the silence of space and the whispers of ancient secrets. So I like all of this so far. This is cool. Okay, let's now we did what we call expansive brainstorming, where we just come up with a bunch of ideas. Now we want to like winnow it down and reduce it a bit, right? So let's see what we got here. Can you summarize our basic comic, all the characters and the events so far? And let's see if it remembers everything we came up with. Now, I had said that basically first one, and then discover maybe some kind of hologram tape that talks about the what did I call them? The void servitors. And then they discover the gladiators, and then they discover the mutants, I think. Yeah. Who have evolved into their own unique species. The story culminates as the void-born mutants, wary of her presence, attack. So we have all of my themes covered in here. This is pretty cool. So this is good. So this is a great way to get started. I think anybody could do this, depending on what they wanted to create it and what inspires them and what kind of story they wanted to tell. Is this going to be limited to one galaxy or the universe in whole? Well, like, I think that whenever you create a story, you're kind of creating its own sort of creative timeline. You can start crossing them over. Like, I think it once you start crossing things over, you run into other kinds of problems. So I want to kind of make this its own its own continuity so far. But let me go over the things. Okay, so here it is. Let me make this a little bit bigger. I don't know if it's readable. Get down to the bottom here. Okay, this is where we ended up. Okay, so Void Circuit is the name of the comic. And it's a vast, mysterious universe filled with ancient secrets and civilizations, both extinct and evolving. Story number 1, because I'm envisioning this as like an anthology where we would have multiple stories. Is Aridin, who's an astral cosmonaut, and Glimmer, and she's in a ship called Whisper. She lands it on a desolate planet where she discovers the Ecliptar progenitors, and she finds an entombed ancient Ecliptar progenitor perfectly preserved. She finds evidence of the Voidborn servitors, which are the half android, half human. I mean, not human, but half android, half living creatures. And among them, the gladiators engineered for combat, and runs across a holographic recording revealing the existence of the Voidborn gladiator. She encounters the descendants, which are the mutants, which are living underneath somehow. It doesn't really say that, but that's why I kind of envision them as being like living in the sewers or something and coming up. And it ends with the Voidborn mutants attacking and swarming over Aridin's presence, and she has to escape back to her ship or something. These are my themes that I want to explore: time, space, memory, freedom, and ancient secrets. The other theme is divergence of civilizations as they scatter and evolve. That's the mutation idea that I had there. And then pursuit of knowledge and the uncovering mysteries in the cosmos. That is my central theme to the whole series of Void Circuit. So really cool. Okay, that's cool. We did that in 15 messages with Copilot. Let's try this. Can you give me a brainstormed for me it's going to be steampunk set in different. That's a great idea. That's an awesome idea. Can you give me a brainstormed description of Whisper? There could be 4 possibilities. I would like to draw it. There could be. Give me 4. Oh, give me 4 possibilities. Let's say give me 6 possibilities. I know the ship is supposed to be bird-like, but what are some other details I should include? So here are some descriptive concepts for Whisper. Sleek feathers. Hold on, this is kind of cool. Sleek feathers and solar sails. It's smooth and aerodynamic, but its solar sails unfurl like wings, capturing cosmic winds and starlight. That's a cool idea. Iridescent beak and cockpit is designed like the beak of an exotic bird with iridescent finish that reflects the surrounding nebula. I definitely want to do this one in color. I think that would be really cool. Taloned landing gear, plumage thrusters, eyes of the cosmos. That's a cool idea. Glowing with an inner light symbolizing the ship's intelligence and awareness. Nebula crest. Well, it gave me 6 different features of the same ship, I guess, but I'll have to come up with a design. No, I don't think it's bad at all. You're using it to organize your own ideas, because it doesn't work unless you feed it ideas. Absolutely. These elements combine the bird-like aesthetic with functional. Feel free to mix and match these circuits to create a ship. I've got some ideas already. I like the ideas that it came up with. Okay. I think I have enough to start. So I'm going to end this stream. I'm glad to see you, Tuco. It was really cool running across you again. Hope somebody got something out of this, at least for as far as creating their own thing. Even if nothing else, you could use it as a jumping off point for any type of comic. You know, it doesn't really matter what you're going for. You could use it to create a Western if you wanted to, with cowboys, or, you know, a superhero story or whatever else you wanted. The trick really is to come up with your own ideas first and feed those in and ask it to help you brainstorm and ask it to help you organize. Those are the two things that trip people up when they're trying to come up with things, is brainstorm and organize. And don't forget fantasy name generators, another cool possibility. Thanks for telling me about Kirby Roseanne's. I will definitely check that out, and I'm going to do some drawing tonight on this particular comic. All right. Yeah, organization is key, and it's really tough to do. And it's by the time you get your organizing together, you're like wiped out, and you don't want to do the creative work. Is what happens, or it used to happen to me a lot until I figured out how to do it. I mean, I didn't. I was doing my own comics before they ever had stuff like this available, but this is super useful. All right. And also, you have to remember, you don't have to use whatever it spits out. That's the other thing. Oh, let's hold on. Let's do one more thing before I shut this down. No. Come back. Okay, when it comes to what's her name again? I think her name is Erilyn. I have to remember her name. Aridin. When it comes to Aridin, can you give me 6 descriptive possibilities for what her species looks like? I have a couple of other techniques I'd love to show you too that you might like, Tuco. So, okay. Here are some of the possibilities: stellar skin with shimmering skin, galactic gaze, celestial hair. I definitely want to give her hair. I think that's cool. Nebula wings. I'm not going to give her wings. Quantum limbs. Yeah, it just goes over stuff. Orbiting ornaments. That is kind of cool, but I've got Aura doing that with in the comic I just finished, which is Le Corbeau. Let's do this instead. I like the idea of luminescent light blue skin and frost-colored hair for Aridin. What would a complementary color for Glimmer be? I was thinking make Glimmer really cute with eyes. All right, so let me show you. This is a cool technique. So iridescent pearl would be really tough to pull off in comics coloring, but some of these are good. Mint green, I think I could do, and gentle rose, I think I could do. Okay, so how about this? Okay, I'm going to role play, and I want you to role play as the ghost of the ancient progenitor, suddenly becoming aware of my presence in the star tomb. Are you ready? So if you ask the AI to role play, it will often give you some unexpected cool stuff, right? So we're going to try and the ancient progenitor is haughty, decadent, and very aristocratic. However, it realizes its time has long passed. This plays into our themes of time and memory. Okay, now I am Aridin. I got the door open. Glimmer. It seems to be some kind of tomb. Okay. What is it going to say? We don't really know. Okay. Oh, look, check it out. An ethereal whisper fills the tomb, and a voice from an age long forgotten as the ghost of the ancient progenitor steers. What do we have here? A visit to my eternal sanctum after countless cycles of the stars. I love this. All right, wait. Tell me, creature of curiosity, what seeks thee in the remnants of my empire's glory? This is perfect. Do not be alarmed. You stand in the presence of greatness, though its brilliance has faded into the annals of the cosmos. Speaks that I may know the mind that dares disturb the slumber of the Ecliptar progenitors. I am Aridin. I record the history. The histories of long lost civilizations. Your planet is very old. And then as it discovers a scavenger in the corner. So you can do this role-playing trick, and it'll often give you some pretty good content ideas. Indeed, the eons have worn away the splendor of my world, leaving but shadows of our grandeur. Your pursuit of knowledge is commendable. Aridin of the Astra, the universe, the ghost form flickers of the light. And what of that creature, your companion? Till now by the haughty specter. So that's one cool technique that we could use. What's another cool technique? I was thinking, okay, roleplay over. We got to tell it to roleplay over. Okay, the roleplay is over. This is perfect, right? And we like where he's going with there. What is a good situation for accidentally discovering the existence of the gladiators? I think the Ancient One would be slightly ashamed of the genetic manipulation of the Void Servitors. Voidborn, that's what they're called, Voidborn Servitors. And Aridin finds out by accident. So it's going to give you some potential scenarios that you might even throw into your comic. Aridin and Glimmer explore the depths of the Star Tomb. They come across a grand hall adorned with intricate murals. And in the center stands a pedestal holding what appears to be a benign artifact. They touches it, and it creates a hologram. And she sees the gladiators at once. And the gladiators admit to it. Yes, we sought to sculpt flesh and bone as we would clay. Our creatures were marvelous. This is so cool. Not all paths of progress are lit by the stars of righteousness, and the holograms fade. So that would give us a chance to draw one of the gladiators. I think that would be kind of a cool technique over there. And then finally, the Star Tomb is in ruins. Maybe there is a collapsing floor or other accident that leads to the sewers, and that's where we finally run across the mutants, or maybe that scavenger beast from before is some kind of spy. Right? So you come up with ideas and tell your ideas to the thing, and it'll often try and link together your ideas. Both scenarios could work well. Okay, cool. Here's how each could unfold. Okay, good. Collapsing floor scenario. As they navigate, the ground gives way. Well, it's you just say it does, I guess. Dimly lit tunnels. Scavenger spy, initially dismissed as a mere creature, reveals itself as more than it seems. Yeah. And I think we end it with the mutants surrounding Aridin, and she makes a run for the spaceship at the end. That would be a cool ending for this. So what's left is now I need designs, verbal or written out descriptions of each of the characters and the tomb. And let's see what it does. Now, this Copilot, it actually links in Designer, which is one of those art creators. So you could actually have it like come up with some designs. I wouldn't do that exactly. I mean, you could. It wouldn't be that bad. But this is just as good because if it gives you something verbal, it'll say, okay, her hair is the color of frost. That's something I came up with. Her skin is luminescent light blue. That's something I came up with. Her eyes are like twin nebulas. I never thought of that. Swirling with an inner light. That's kind of cool. Glimmer is a cloud-like creature. It came up with that, but I did choose the color. I'm going to make it kind of a rose color. Whisper. It's sleek and avian, with a hull that gleams like polished obsidian, has solar sails, delicate, fanning out like the wings of a celestial bird. Yeah. Dressed in spectral robes that shimmer. I never even thought about the Voidborn servitors, but Voidborn servitors are synthetic beings. The skin has a metallic sheen. Their eyes glow with inner fire. What would the mutants look like? Some with bioluminescent markings and elongated limbs for navigating the ruins. That's very cool. I'm going to have to draw some of this stuff. And then the Star Tomb is a mausoleum of the cosmos. Its architecture a blend of grandiosity and decay. That's really cool. I think it would be cool to zoom out at the end and it has Void Circuit printed on the side of the tomb. Something like that. That would be a cool ending for the story. All right. Anyways, thank you so much for tuning in. This was just a for fun idea. It's Mondays are tough. I was just kind of worn out. So thanks so much for tuning in. I'm going to end the stream now. I got to find out how. How do I end the stream? I'm using Restream.io. There it is right there. All right. Please like, follow, and subscribe. And I will probably do more of this later. We'll do some initial designs. I'm doing Rabbit Fighter. It's almost done. I'm doing my homework for the Qbert class. It is what it is. Like it's 1 page a week, so it's slower than my pace. I go faster than that. So I need more stuff to kind of fill in my time. All right. Talk to you later, Tuco, and anybody else who's watching. Definitely thanks for dropping by. Great to hear from you. See you Yeah, have a good one. Absolutely. Absolutely.